Welcome back. Got a couple of lights to look at in today's video, and I'm just going to start off with the AAA one from Astrolux, and then I'll look at the long range one for my next video. This light comes packaged in a plastic case, and you also get a couple of little extras, the spare O-ring and the keychain ring if you want to attach it to one. I put the specs on screen for you. I did notice that it is a bit bigger than I was expecting for a AAA light. Certainly use smaller ones, but the finishing on the torch is actually very nice. It's well machined, no rough edges, and that includes the eyelet for the ring on the base. Everything's very nicely made on this for a budget light. Just in case you are wondering, it doesn't tail stand or base stand that well because there's only a small area on there. There's your contact point, top and bottom, the springs inside, and you can see it's quite thick aluminium on the body and quite a thick O-ring as well, so it shouldn't wear out too easily. I tend to use the rechargeable batteries with this versus the disposable ones, but you have a choice on that, and it's just a case of saving money in the long run. There's the 219C LED, very common LED, and neutral white. Quick comparison with the i3E EOS from Olight. You can see it's a fair bit bigger. The Astrolux, it's not ideal really for keychain use. The Olight does have the TIR optics versus the textured reflector on the Astrolux. Very simple, twisting on and off, and then you just twist again to cycle through the power levels. There is no mode memory on this light, and that is a bit of a shame. If the light's on, you just need to cycle through around about 6 times to get to the strobe mode, and it always goes back to the next level when you turn it on. So again, a little bit annoying in that front. Would have liked them to have a mode memory on this light. It would have been quite useful. Quick look at the user guide, which just gives you some basic specs and information on the light. So with that covered, we'll move on to some of the beam shots. I've kept this pretty short, this video, just to give you an overview, an idea of the light. It does reach the shed, which is about 90 foot away. Comparison with the tint on the Olight, you can see it's quite a bit warmer, or more of a magenta on the Astrolux versus the greenish tint on the Olight. Do a few more quick beam shots, give you a few thoughts at the end of the video. Some of my thoughts with the Astrolux. It's not a bad little light, quite a decent price, and I do like the build quality. The main negatives would be that lack of mode memory. You also have some PWM on the medium setting, which is probably a little bit brighter than the 7 lumens that they've listed. On the upside, I do much prefer the tint on this compared to the Olight, and at least you do have a choice of power levels even if you don't have that mode memory. Would have liked to have seen that. That would have made it a lot more practical in use rather than just turning it on, going to the next level. If it remembered your original level, that would have been nice. Other than that, not a bad little light, and thanks for watching, and I'll be doing the long range Astrolux in my next video.